Ever felt like your AI assistant just isn't quite getting it?
Oh, definitely.
You type something in, and the result is, well, maybe not what you were hoping for.
Yeah, a bit disappointing sometimes.
You are definitely not alone there. So, welcome to our deep dive into a really essential skill for anyone using AI today: prompt engineering.
It's becoming crucial.
We've gathered some great sources that break down the do's and don'ts of talking to these AI systems, everything from the basics right up to some pretty advanced stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Our mission today is really to give you a shortcut, a way to get those professional grade results more consistently from your AI chats. It's not just asking better questions, is it?
No, not at all. It's really mastering the art and, well, the science of communicating with AI.
Right.
And what's really fascinating, I think, is how prompt engineering moves beyond just being a tech skill.
Mm-hmm.
It becomes this critical AI capability. Fundamentally, it's like AI instruction design.
AI instruction design, I like that.
Yeah, it's about strategically shaping your inputs to get exactly the outputs you want. You're combining precise instructions, the right context, setting limits. Think of it like learning a new language, truly.
Okay, so it's not just shouting words into the void then.
Definitely not. You need structure.
So how do we actually do that? How do we craft these really effective prompts if we want to get past the basics? Our sources talk about a systematic approach, a 5-layer framework.
Exactly. That framework is brilliant. Think of it like onboarding a new team member, a very smart but very literal team member.
Yeah, makes sense.
First, you give it a role. Tell the AI, act as a marketing strategist, or
Yep.
you're an expert in 18th century history.
So it knows who to be.
Precisely. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you get generic stuff. Then you provide context. What's the bigger picture? What does it need to know beforehand?
Got it. Background info.
Then, the specific task. What exactly do you want it to do? Draft an email. Analyze this data. Summarize that text.
Be really clear on the verb.
Yes. And after that, specify the format. Bullet points. A formal report. JSON code.
How should it look?
Exactly. And finally, the style. Tone of voice. Formal. Casual. Persuasive. Funny. The more you give it up front,
The better the result, like that onboarding analogy.
it just works much better. Less back and forth later.
That framework sounds really solid. But, sometimes you just want a quick answer. Is there a danger of making the prompt too complicated? Or does being rigorous always pay off?
I'd say it almost always pays off. It might feel like a bit more work initially, but it saves so much time refining later. And speaking of rigor, the sources mention this golden prompt rule.
Ah, yes, the golden rule. Sounds important.
It boils down core principles for getting really accurate results. It's all about clarity and precision.
Okay, so this is where we get practical. What actually works, and maybe just as important, what doesn't work?
Right. That's the key question, isn't it?
Yeah.
What makes a prompt good? The sources say, use natural language. Don't try to talk like a computer.
Just talk normally.
Yeah. Also, be specific and repeat critical info. This one surprises people.
Repeating things. Really?
Yes. AI models pay attention, and sometimes repeating a key constraint forces the model to focus on it. It can actually reduce errors or going off topic. Counterintuitive, but it works.
Interesting.
And maybe the biggest thing, treat it like an iterative dialogue. It's a conversation. Refine it step by step.
Not just one shot.
Exactly.
Mm.
And the don'ts. Big ones include avoiding single-word prompts, just
Mhm.
typing marketing. That gives the AI almost nothing to work with.
Right, no context.
Zero context. It's just guessing. Also, don't cram multiple unrelated questions into one go. You can't expect it to read your mind if you're vague or, just overload it.
That iterative part really resonates. I remember my first few tries felt like, well, talking to a wall. Until I realized it is a conversation. And that idea of refining, tweaking, one of the sources calls it tweak and rerun, right, as a key tactic. Because getting truly great output isn't usually instant.
Absolutely not. Great outputs often take iterations, and connecting this to the bigger picture, really mastering prompt engineering, takes you from just basic interactions to, systematic productivity.
Okay, moving beyond just asking questions.
Right. Advanced users use methodologies, frameworks, like templates. The expert role prompt is a classic. Act as a role, help me task. Simple, but effective. Or using step-by-step instructions within the prompt.
Giving it a process to follow.
Exactly. And power users also get smart about managing the AI's memory.
How does that work?
Well, if you've established a really good pattern or style, you might want the AI to remember that for the next prompt, so you preserve the context. Other times, if it's stuck in a rut.
Giving you the same bad ideas.
Yeah. Sometimes you need to reset memory to get a totally fresh start, like clearing the whiteboard.
So, wrapping this up for our listeners, what does this all mean for you? It sounds like prompt engineering is definitely a skill you can learn.
Absolutely learnable.
It's about progressing systematically, practicing deliberately, like learning an instrument, maybe. The more you practice.
The better you get, the more complex things you can create. This deep dive really shows that good prompt engineering is like learning that new language we talked about.
A language that unlocks possibilities.
Huge possibilities for your productivity, your creativity. It's less about magic words and more about thoughtful, structured communication.
Okay, so let's leave everyone with a final thought, something provocative to mull over.
Go for it.
As you start experimenting, maybe building your own library, your prompt vault, really consider this. How can intentionally shaping the way you talk to AI fundamentally reshape how you work? How might it unlock capabilities you haven't even thought of yet?
That's a powerful question.
The future isn't just about using AI. It seems it's really about mastering how to speak to it.